What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Real One Rev, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial, but not just any tutorial. Do you know that one little guy with one eye in Red BB, your most favorite FMCBB ever? Well, guess what? The filter on him, or whatever the fuck it is for the voice lines, Moxie tells me to do it, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it today, because I gotta do it for the new episode. But anyway, let's get started. I'm gonna import the files real quick. And for some reason, Moxie likes to do this shit where it's just like, it's small little intervals between each and every fucking voice line. I don't understand why he does this. I mean, the voice lines, whenever I give him shit for Plankton or Eddie or any other Red BB character, I literally just trim it down in BandLab, but I don't know if he knows how to do that. So it doesn't matter. We're gonna get right into it. Alright, so I successfully trimmed down Moxie's lines as Bill, and I'm gonna just play one just to use an example, because, you know, I don't want to spoil the episode.
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
And if you hear it back, it kind of sounds like his bendy voice a little bit. And that's just his normal voice. What we're going to do is we're going to highlight this whole shit. We're going to go to Effect. Going to change. Well, actually, no. First thing we're going to do is we're going to highlight this. And then we're going to copy it. And then paste this shit. Boom, right there. Should be the same. So this little layer right here is going to be the higher pitch. In full disclosure, before I do anything else, this tutorial wasn't by me. I just followed the tutorial I found on a YouTube video. I'll link that in the description, the original video. So if you want, you can check that out. But the rest of the tutorial I follow from him. I kind of tweak it a little bit, so it's not exactly what he says. It's like the same process, but it's just a little bit of extra diddling I do, I guess. Since this is the high pitch one, we're gonna highlight this one instead of this first one. We're gonna go to Effect, and we're gonna go to Change Pitch. So since this is gonna be the higher one, we're gonna go up 5. So this one is going to sound higher now. So let's see what this sounds like. Hold on, let me mute this.
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
See? Now you can kind of see the difference between the two. So what we're going to do now is take this original right here, copy that bitch, and we're going to paste another one down here. This one's going to be the lower one. So we're going to do the same thing over here, but this effect, but this time we're going to pitch it down 5. And it's gonna sound something like this.
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
And it doesn't sound too bad whenever you put it together, but the thing is, sometimes depending on the lines, depending on how moody Bill is in the episode, you want the higher octaves or the higher pitch to be a little bit higher. So what we're gonna do is lower the volume on the lower one, and the higher one, we're kind of gonna keep it in that same little area. I usually like to do 4 and this one and 7 on here. So let's see what this sounds like.
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
See, just depending on...
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
See, depending on the lines, let's do it.
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
2, 5, not 4. I'll do 5.
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
How about we do this?
Well, a show is a show. Can't argue.
Yeah, that sounds better. So yeah, that's how you do the tutorial, and look out for that voice line in the episode and say Rev got you here, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, guys, quick little steps to do this. Anybody can do this with your voice or whatever. I kind of do it just because Moxie didn't know how to do it at first, and I was just like, hey, why don't you do the Bill voice, or if you want, I could do the Bill voice, and then I could do the effects or whatever, just depending on what you want to do. I think it was a better option for him to do the Bill voice, and I do the effects afterwards. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe.